the internet is fake. What's an unpopular opinion? Well, if 100 people like something and one person dislikes it, that's an unpopular opinion. But on the internet, you could have 100 people dislike something and one person likes it. But guess what? That one person who likes the thing that all the other people dislike, that person has 1,000 fake accounts. And that person has bots. And that person is being paid to promote an agenda. That person is a disinformation agent. That person can make your opinion get a whole bunch of thumbs down and make their unpopular opinion seem popular because it got a whole bunch of thumbs up and a whole bunch of fake comments from people that don't even exist. It's easier than ever to shape people's opinions from the control seat of the panopticon. Mind control is at its highest peak right now. I actually saw a comment the other day. It was on, of all places, I love their comment section. That shit cracks me up on the regular. But, someone talking about Black Twitter. And guy in comment goes, Black Twitter is a nerd in Silicon Valley with 1,000 bot accounts telling young black people what to think. How do you know that any of these people are real? Just because they have a profile picture and they use the right words at the right time, you think that they're one of you? It's more crucial than ever to learn to think for yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong. It didn't take for the internet for all these people to be super polarized, pointing fingers, blaming each other for everything. That's been going on. But now it's increased. And they can shape your opinion better than ever. This is the evolution of technology. Now, most of you probably aren't old enough to remember, but when I was a little kid, I remember on television, they had this advertisement that would come on, and it would come on all the time. Someone was paying a lot of money to advertise something called a pet rock. A pet rock. Let's take a rock and put some googly eyes on it and market it. That was a test. That was a test being conducted by the corporate government to prove just how gullible people would be in front of a television. The power of the television to make something look cool or uncool. Is anything more powerful than the ability to make something look cool or uncool? Who wants to be uncool? Who wants to seem like they're an old fogey who's not with it? The pet rock was a test of how gullible people become when they're placed in front of a television, when they're placed in front of a screen. And that technology has only expanded since the pet rock came out in the 80s. I mean, think about it. You had that much money to advertise that often, and the best product you could come up with was a pet rock? You really believe that? They could have picked any other product, a stuffed animal, anything, and done the same amount of advertising, and it would have sold better than what the pet rock sold. But guess what? The pet rock did become popular because that was a test being conducted by the government, the corporate government, to see how easily brainwashed people would be into buying a rock as a pet when they could go outside and pick up a rock off the ground. You're being experimented on. Every time you go on the internet, you are a test subject. They're controlling, they're working out new and better methods of mind control. Mind control. See, a lot of people don't know this. They think that religion is just a bunch of superstition or just a bunch of power-hungry people. No. Religion is a science. There is a science to religion. And it's one of the most closely guarded secrets, is that religion is the science of mind control, of crowd control. There's a saying, it's hard to control a person, but it's easy to control a big group of people. Don't be in the group. If you're in a big group and you guys are all yesing and you believe the same thing, guess what? It's easier than ever to shape opinions. That's what I'm getting at here. They've been doing it for a very long time, but the internet speeds it up. Instead of having to wait 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 generations to get a point across, now they can do it in 1 generation or less. They can shape society that quickly now, to where something that would have been considered bizarre and totally unpopular is now on every channel and everyone's parroting it. The internet is fake. And don't ever think that just because 1,000 idiots believe something that it's true. The truth is its own currency, and the truth reveals itself. Whenever you see something that's being repeated over and over and over and over again, that's programming. When you see that all these different television shows and they have the same message, that's programming. Because you don't have to program the truth. The truth is self-evident. It's simple. Lies are complex. Lies need a lot of explanations and rationalizations and repetition to drill it in, so that you think that this is the truth. That's been going on for thousands of years. Think how many lies our heads are filled with. The internet is fake.